On September 11th, 2001, the World Trade Center's Twin Towers in America come under attack. 2 years later, in 2003, a darker side of America is revealed, a hidden site that no one knows the exact location of. At this place, a man named Ammar, originally from Pakistan, is held captive. He was taken from Karachi, accused of supporting Osama bin Laden and transferring $5,000 into the accounts of the terrorists who carried out the 9/11 attacks. Facing Ammar are two CIA agents, Dan and Maya. Maya has been assigned the critical mission of tracking down Osama bin Laden, the leader of Al-Qaeda. Her duty is to uncover where he is hiding. Dan questions Ammar repeatedly, but Ammar refuses to answer. Dan then shows him a photo, claiming it is of Ammar's friend who is planning something dangerous in Saudi Arabia, and demands his email ID. Ammar refuses, leading to severe pressure being placed on him. Meanwhile, Maya moves to Islamabad, Pakistan, where the United States has a base. This becomes her new office, and she meets her colleagues there. A year passes, and in 2004, terrorists storm a hotel in Saudi Arabia, killing many innocent people. When Maya and Dan see this news on television, Dan blames himself, knowing Ammar had information, but he failed to extract it. Maya then devises a plan. They will keep Ammar awake for days until his mind stops functioning properly, and then convince him that his information has already helped them capture terrorists and save lives. When Ammar is brought before them, they tell him that because of him, they prevented an attack and saved innocent people. Exhausted and unstable after 72 sleepless hours, Ammar believes them. He reveals the names of two friends that Maya and Dan already know, but then he mentions a new name, Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. This name is unfamiliar to Maya and Dan. Ammar explains that Abu Ahmed was a computer expert who worked for Osama bin Laden. He says he met him only once in Karachi, when Abu Ahmed read out a letter from bin Laden declaring that jihad must continue. This revelation plants the seed of a crucial lead in Maya's mission. Maya grows suspicious of this new name, Abu Ahmed. To confirm her doubts, she studies the recorded footage of every terrorist involved in the 9/11 attacks. She discovers that all of them know Abu Ahmed, describing him as the messenger who delivers Osama bin Laden's words to them. This strengthens Maya's belief that if she can reach Abu Ahmed, she will eventually reach bin Laden himself. But when she shares this theory with her senior, he dismisses it and tells her to find more solid evidence. Time moves forward to July 7th, 2005, when a bus bombing takes place in London. It is shown that this attack is also orchestrated by Osama bin Laden. Maya travels to a detention center in Pakistan, where she questions a man about Abu Ahmed. He admits that he knows Abu Ahmed, saying he works for bin Laden, but no one knows where he lives. Whenever needed, Abu Ahmed contacts them directly. Meanwhile, the CIA captures another man named Faraj. Maya has him interrogated harshly, but he refuses to reveal anything about Abu Ahmed, insisting he has never met anyone by that name. Maya then approaches Dan, urging him to push Faraj harder. But Dan, exhausted and disillusioned, tells her he is done with this work and is returning to Washington. He even asks Maya to join him, but she refuses, determined to stay in Pakistan because she believes Abu Ahmed can only be found there. Dan warns her to be careful, reminding her that everyone in Pakistan knows who she is and what she does. The story then shifts to 2008. Maya meets her friend Jessica at the Marriott Hotel in Islamabad. Jessica tells her that Faraj revealed nothing about Abu Ahmed, and maybe such a person doesn't even exist. But Maya insists that Faraj's denial only makes her suspicion stronger. She's convinced that if they can track down Abu Ahmed, they will reach Osama bin Laden. Just as they are talking, a bomb blast shakes the hotel. By sheer luck, both Maya and Jessica survive the explosion, their fate sparing them in that terrifying moment. Sometime later, Jessica informs Maya that there is a doctor who secretly treats members of Al-Qaeda. He is willing to provide information, but he refuses to come to Pakistan. Instead, they must meet him elsewhere. Jessica travels to an American camp in Afghanistan, where the man is supposed to arrive. When he comes to meet her, Jessica goes to receive him, but tragically, he turns out to be a human bomb. He detonates himself, killing Jessica along with several soldiers. This devastating news shatters Maya completely, because Jessica was not only her colleague, but also her close friend. Soon after, another man approaches Maya with even worse news. He tells her that the person she has been searching for, Abu Ahmed, is dead. He hands Maya a CD, and on it, a man claims that he personally buried Abu Ahmed in Afghanistan back in 2001. Hearing this, Maya feels hopeless. But days later, one of her colleagues brings her a new lead. She explains that after the 9/11 attacks, 10 names were flagged, and among them was Ibrahim Saeed, who was caught in Afghanistan with a fake passport. That passport carried the name Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. Maya then studies photos pinned on the board, realizing that Abu Ahmed's real identity is Ibrahim Saeed Ahmed. He has 8 brothers, all with similar appearances, which makes identification difficult. Armed with this discovery, Maya contacts her old partner Dan, who is now in Virginia holding a senior position. She tells him that their suspect might still be alive, Ibrahim Saeed Ahmed, also known as Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti. Records show that in 2001, he traveled to Afghanistan with 2 brothers, and one of them reportedly died. But Maya suspects that the one who died was actually his brother, not Ibrahim himself, because the death of such an important figure would have been widely discussed. Moreover, Ammar's testimony placed Ibrahim in the Tora Bora Mountains in December 2001. Dan asks Maya what he can do to help, and she insists that she needs Ibrahim's phone number at any cost. Dan then meets a Kuwaiti prince he knows. He takes the prince to a Lamborghini showroom, buys him the most luxurious car, and gives a slip with Ibrahim Saeed's name written on it. Dan requests the prince to arrange Ibrahim's phone number. Since Ibrahim was born in Kuwait and his mother still lives there, the prince manages to get the number. The CIA begins tracking it, but the phone is usually switched off. Eventually, when Ibrahim turns it on to make a call, they trace the location to Tipu Road in Rawalpindi, Pakistan. On May 1st, 2010, New York City narrowly escapes disaster when explosives are discovered inside a vehicle near Times Square. Had they detonated, countless lives could have been lost. Meanwhile, Maya approaches her chief, requesting 4 technicians in Rawalpindi and 4 more in Peshawar to monitor a suspected safe house. Her senior refuses, arguing that she is chasing a man who may not even be alive. Frustrated, Maya insists that if she is forced to return to Washington, they must explain why she came back empty-handed. Reluctantly, her superiors agree, and the CIA begins surveillance in both Peshawar and Rawalpindi, focusing on areas where Ibrahim Saeed, also known as Abu Ahmed, has activated his phone. For days, the team searches crowded neighborhoods without success. Then one day, their tracking device shows unusually strong signals from Ibrahim's phone, meaning he is nearby. At that moment, a car passes and they spot Ibrahim inside. They quickly capture his photo and record the vehicle's number plate. For Maya, this is a breakthrough. After years of struggle, she finally has a lead. But danger follows her too. In Pakistan, her car is attacked with gunfire. Thankfully, it is bulletproof and she survives. Local CIA agents continue tailing the vehicle, eventually discovering where Ibrahim lives. A meeting is held, and the CIA director is shown a detailed model of the house. The walls are 10 feet high, the windows are always shut, and even the rooftop is surrounded by 7-foot barriers. The house is nearly impossible to see inside, and it sits right next to Pakistan's military academy, making the area heavily protected. The director orders full surveillance, demanding to know exactly who lives there and how many people are inside. Maya pushes for an immediate strike, but permission is denied. Every day, she visits her senior, George, and marks the passing days on his glass. The count slowly reaches 100, yet still no approval for an attack. By now, they have gathered significant data. George reports to his superiors that 3 women and 2 men are regularly seen in the house. But there is one man who never appears. He only occasionally steps onto the rooftop for fresh air, shielded by walls and trees that block satellite view. This careful avoidance of detection suggests professional training. Alongside them, 7 children also live in the compound. Despite this evidence, George's superiors refuse to believe Osama bin Laden could be inside. They argue it might simply be a drug dealer, one of Ibrahim's brothers, or another al-Qaeda member, but certainly not bin Laden himself. Days continue to pass, and George once again meets with his superiors. He explains that the mysterious house has no internet connection, no telephone lines, and no incoming or outgoing calls. He questions why. If the resident is simply a retired man, there is no swimming pool, no pets, and why his associates only make calls from 2 cities known for strong al-Qaeda networks. George also points out that the household never discards trash outside. Instead, they burn it within the compound. Even a fake vaccination program designed to collect blood samples from the residents is rejected. Yet despite all this evidence, the president's national security advisor remains unconvinced, insisting that the president needs undeniable proof before approving any action. George presses harder, warning that one day they will regret ignoring the signs because the truth will eventually reveal that Osama bin Laden was inside that house. His persistence finally pays off, and the advisor authorizes planning. George and Maya travel to Area 51, where Navy SEAL commandos are stationed. They are shown stealth helicopters capable of avoiding radar detection. When asked about the target, Maya confirms that the mission is to strike the compound in Abbottabad, Pakistan, where she believes bin Laden is hiding. A final meeting is held to decide whether to proceed. The senior officials remain divided. Some estimate a 40% chance, others 60%. But when Maya is asked, she confidently declares that she is 100% certain. Her conviction secures approval for the mission. The SEAL team departs Afghanistan in 2 helicopters. As they approach the compound, one crashes, but all soldiers survive. They blow open the compound's gate and advance toward the main door, where gunfire erupts from inside. The SEALs return fire, silence falls, and they push deeper. They find Ibrahim Saeed, once known as Abu Ahmed al-Kuwaiti, dead. Children are present in the house, and upstairs they encounter another man, who is also killed. On the 2nd floor, they discover computers and files, a hub of global terror planning. Meanwhile, villagers begin gathering outside, but the SEALs warn them to stay back or face gunfire, keeping the crowd away. Finally, the team reaches the 3rd floor. It is dark and quiet until a SEAL softly calls out, "Osama." Movement stirs, and the SEAL fires. When they shine a light on the fallen figure, they confirm it is none other than Osama bin Laden. The team radios headquarters, announcing they have hit the jackpot. With Pakistan's Air Force now active, they quickly collect evidence in bin Laden's body, then depart. The crashed helicopter is destroyed to protect their technology. The team returns to Jalalabad, Afghanistan, where Maya is present. She sees bin Laden's body and confirms his identity. In the end, Maya boards a plane back to America. Tears fill her eyes as she reflects on the fact that she has devoted 12 years of her life to a single case, the hunt for Osama bin Laden. This is the true story behind Zero Dark 30, released in 2012. And with that, the gripping journey comes to a close, a story that continues to captivate audiences worldwide.